What's up everybody, hope you've been having a great couple of weeks. Today I'm going to be getting into free sound design, and I just want to show you a couple of ways that I collect samples for free. So I've actually recorded a couple of sounds from a park that I went to the other day, and I captured some weird Foley type samples with my phone. So I literally just recorded these sounds with my iPhone, and you can use a field recorder, you can use a random microphone, whatever you want to use, and I'm going to show you how I chopped up these samples. So the first thing I did was I found a kick from this guy. So I pulled this first video into a sampler. I think I grabbed this guy here, this slice. I resampled it into Ableton, so another audio track, and I got this guy. So basically what I did was I cut a little bit of the frequency out in the 100 hertz area. Then I added a drum bus. I added boom to it originally, I think. Yeah, this is how I wanted it to sound really. And then I added a little bit of drive, some medium drive. I don't think I touched, oh, I guess I did. I touched the damp knob. Also touched the crunch knob and the frequency and transients knob. So it was a little too punchy when I pulled up the transient. I didn't really like that, so I kept it low, and that's how I got the kick. So the second thing that I recorded in, or re-recorded in Ableton, was this Foley sound. I got that from the leaf crunching part of the video. So let's see if we can get that in. Yeah. So I used that sample to create this guy. Basically what I didn't do anything to the EQ. I pulled a phaser / flanger in, changed it to the flanger mode, didn't touch any of the knobs on this effect. And I also added some grain delay. So I put an automation on the pitch section, and I also changed the feedback. It gave the leaf crunching Foley a lot of texture, and I figured I could use this sample in the back of the track to keep the listener engaged in what they're vibing with. And then I pulled in me breaking a stick. So basically what I did was I pulled that one into Simpler 2, and I figured, you know what, this could be a clap. But I changed my mind, as I typically do. So I resampled that one into Ableton as well, into a new audio track, and I came up with this. So I added a couple rolls to it to see if it would level up to the other hi-hats that I have in my arsenal, and it kind of does. It sounds different, but it sounds like a hi-hat. So I'm gonna collect one more sound. Yeah, we're gonna use this guy. I can do a lot with it. I'm thinking I could make him into a percussion loop paired with something else. I could make it into a percussion one shot, and I think what I'm going to do is make it into one shot. Let's see what we could do with this. Let's resample this. Okay. Delete this and delete this. Turn this to audio and let's delete this. Cut off the beginning. I'm gonna add some Ableton effects to see what I can do with him. What is this? Ooh. Whoa, that was cool. These little sounds that I'm making, you can put this in the most random part of your track and keep the listener so engaged. And it's not even the same every time. This is so cool. Anyway, hopefully you like these examples. You don't even have to add effects to them. Like if they sound good the way they are, like raw, straight out of the iPhone or whatever you recorded these samples in, you can use them just the way they are. You don't have to do no extra stuff. So the second method that I like to use is Ableton Operator. I'm still trying to learn the ins and outs of Operator. It's kind of weird, if I'm being completely honest. But you can make 808s out of this guy. You can make synth one-shots. You can do a lot with it. I think they have presets in here that use Operator. So you can even start with a preset and then adjust it from there. So let's do that. Let's start with this. So, okay, this is how it's working. There are 4 oscillators in this VST. You have A, B, C, and D. All of them are routed. So this is the routing orientation. I believe, what is it? B, C, and D are independent of each other and they go into A. Do not quote me on that. I completely forgot. I need to look at the Ableton tutorial again. But let's change the routing and see if it sounds different. See that? So even the routing alone, you can pick a preset, change the routing, and then have a completely different sound that you really like. Let's change it here because I don't... Yeah, nice little dancehall rhythm. Shout out to Beyonce and Drake, period. Let me show you one more way. So Ableton has presets, right? It has VSTs that you can use, but it also has samples that you can start from. Let's say you wanted to make an 808, right? I'm pretty sure Ableton has some 808s in here. I want to beef this up. But it's more of a kick, so that's the tricky thing about this. So it would either be a short 808 or like low-key, you have to stay a kick. I like my 808s wide as well, so that's why I did that. This could be something. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Sounds like a decap 808, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Now, wait a second, wait, before you go off on me. I know his sound design process is a lot more intricate than this. A lot more intricate than adding a saturator to a random sample. So don't come for me. I'm just saying it sounds like it could be an off-brand version. Yeah. So there you have it. I've shown you 3 different ways you can make samples for free. So recording samples on your own, using Ableton's VSTs or FL Studio or whatever your DAW is. I'm pretty sure they have a VST you can use for free. And you can use your DAW sample libraries to build upon the samples that they already have and make something completely different. But stick around for part 2. In part 2, I'm going to show you how to make some really intricate and diverse samples, not necessarily for free, but if you have these tools in your arsenal, please use them. These are going to be some dope ideas, so stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, gotta make it really theatrical.